not? Let's try that.
Oh, have we had not?
Do we have sound now?
Time?
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Haven't ever had sound. Oh my gosh, I've been talking this whole time with no sound. Y'all let me be talking.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, the operator error.
Yes. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. There's been no sound the whole time.
But you guys still hung around. You're the best. You
guys, thank you. We're having such a hard time here. I've just been going on and on about
never stops you.
Random stuff. I don't even know what I was talking about.
Can you see us too?
Yeah, we can hear you. There you are. Eureka, we've got sound. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh wait, still no sound. 626.
Hello, hello. Oh, hello.
We know we want it. We don't get the drink packet. We don't have the drink package on this cruise. We were getting a latte this morning, and we were in line for the coffee shop, and somebody was buying a Core Power protein drink, and I said, "Oh, is that included with the drink package?" And he said, "Yes, it is." So, just FYI, if you come on a Carnival cruise, they have the Core Power, the Fairlife Core Power protein shakes that are available at the coffee shop.
Oh, so Mochi's new drug, it's NADI. I think it's $175 a month. We haven't used it. I haven't done any research on it, so I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I can tell you, I do this the simplest way, so the odds of me doing something like that are almost zero, and I tend to follow what Lily did in the research, and they didn't add anything extra. So, but when we get done with this cruise, I'll go do some research and see if there's actually any academic or medical research out there that looks at it. If Mel B's out there, she probably knows about it, but I don't. And it's not, Mochi doesn't have a new drug. They're just selling it and created or anything. So Mochi, like a lot of telehealth companies, is trying to add other things that they can sell so they can expand their portfolio, their products, right? So they aren't just one show ponies here. It's not a big surprise. It's called NADI.
This is not a recorded video.
No.
We'll need to start their show over. Sorry about that. Laraine is allowing her guns to speak for her.
Yeah, we know the Wi-Fi is terrible. We are on a ship in the middle of the ocean, so it is not a surprise. We're actually off the coast of Curaçao on a Carnival cruise ship. So it is what it is.
Yeah, anyone a lip reader, not me, LOL. Sorry, guys. Okay, all right. Yeah, can you imagine talking for 20 minutes and no one hears you? Yeah, I just did. So somebody's talking about what they do for hair loss. Make sure you're eating enough calories. Make sure you're eating enough protein. Make sure that you're taking a multivitamin. Maybe biotin might help. And make sure you're buying products that are good for your hair, like a quality shampoo, silk hair scrunchies, maybe a silk pillowcase. All those things will help minimize hair loss.
Oh, probably 23 minutes, Anthony.
How long you guys have?
It happens.
Yeah. Have y'all met anyone on a GLP-1 on board?
Sure.
That was from Losing It Grace. Yeah. So we got on if you guys were on the, anyway, we got on the cruise ship and we went to Guy's Burgers for lunch and got a burger. And I'm sitting here eating a burger and this lady comes by and goes, "I know who you are." Here's me and the burger. And I'm like, "Oh, hi." And she just kept walking. And then, so that was our first person. I don't know about GLP-1s, but why are you taking that away from me?
Because the only thing that matters is up here.
Okay. Well, all right. Go to the next one then. You're on vacation. We appreciate you coming to live. Thank you. Thanks, Val.
So, we do this and it works out how it works out. We do our best. Yes, Anthony, 20 minutes with no sound is diabolical.
It's diabolical.
It's not good for viewership, but there's still.
We have the little. One time I did a whole. I thought I was recording a whole. I did record a whole video, and I didn't have the microphone on, and it. But I had plugged the receiver into my phone, so what I recorded had no sound. I was very upset. These are the traumas that we live through.
So let me go back up and see if I have any questions that we answered, but we can always answer again. Hold on, because nobody heard us.
I think it was just the hair thing and the NAD plus thing and the Nion. Oh, the Nion thing. You should come. Yeah. So, we can talk about that. So we're having a meetup with our viewers in Orlando, Florida in September. For the date and the time and all the details, go to our website at thedownsized.org and you can RSVP there. It's free. We're just going to literally say hello, and we might have some Downsized stickers and things to hand out. So if you're in the Orlando, Florida area, check that out and let us know you're coming. So, yeah. What else?
You answered the hair loss question, right? Yes, we are cruising. We're in Curaçao. I'm Christopher. This is Laraine. If you've never been here and you're like, well, who are these crazy people and why does this internet suck so bad? Because we're on a cruise ship.
Yeah, so today we were in Curaçao. We went to the beach and swam around a little bit. The whole island of Curaçao's power went out, which I guess happens here sometimes. So all the shops were closed, and but we did find a bar that was selling food and drink. So we went there for lunch, and it was lovely. Yesterday we were in Bonaire, and we were on a catamaran snorkeling excursion. We saw some sea turtles and a lot of fish. I think Bonaire has the best snorkeling that I've ever had. And then the day before that, we were in Aruba, and we did a introduction to scuba diving excursion. So we have never scuba dived before. We're not certified or anything, but this was like a beginner's course. So they had us in a pool. I think it was at the Hilton in Aruba, in the pool.
The Hyatt Regency.
And we practiced there, and then we went on the boat and with the tanks and went underwater. And it was a little scary. I mean, it's a little scary, and you have all this equipment that you're wearing. You're wearing the
weighted vest.
Was tricked into wearing a weighted vest. So on the community page, I think Christopher put a video of me with all the equipment and me saying, "Do not film me."
Wasn't short. Yeah.
And so he put it on the internet. Yeah.
Because I was like, "You're wearing a weighted vest."
Well, they put weights in your
because you have to do it to sink.
Because you have to be able to sink, and then the tank weighs 30 pounds or more, and then all the equipment and the regulator and all the hoses and everything. So it's like, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 pounds that you have on your back. And we had to walk from the pool to another place where they took the tanks off of us. And I had to climb out of the pool on one of those, little rickety pool ladders with all this stuff on my back. And it was really challenging. Like we definitely wouldn't have done that heavier. No. So, and they ask you all these questions before you can even scuba dive. Like, do you have high blood pressure? Are you on any medication? Are you over 45?
I wouldn't have passed the medical screen.
Yeah, I'm over 45. Why do people keep asking me how old I am on this cruise? Why?
Because there's a lot of really old people.
There's a lot of
Let's see here. Pug Daddy says, I'm sticking to my Wegovy and compounded GLP-1 semaglutide through Mochi Health.
Yeah.
Much more affordable. So the NADI is not a weight loss drug. As far as I understand, it is not a replacement for semaglutide or tirzepatide. It's supposed to be an add-on. And again, I don't know enough, but they're not touting it as something that replaces one of those.
No, I'm team tirzepatide. So I definitely, I've lost all my weight. I've lost over 50 pounds on compounded tirzepatide. So I'm a big fan of compounding, and hope it hangs around forever. Is it going to hang around forever? Who knows? So, Eli Lilly is working on introducing an oral pill called orforglipron, which, according to their press releases, should be out sometime in 2026.
Rex was on TV talking. I think it'll be, depending on regulatory approval, it'll be 6 months to a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and when that comes out, that should be priced below Zepbound, we think, because it's, doesn't have to be refrigerated. It's not an injectable. It's, once daily pill. So I'm hoping personally that maybe it would be something that I use for maintenance, but of course it will depend on price and effectiveness and all that kind of thing. So for now, I am still compounded tirzepatide. I take a 7.5 milligram maintenance dose, and I take that once a week.
Puck Diddy says it's probably the unreliable internet on Carnival. So the internet on Carnival is Starlink, so it's Mr. Musk's internet, which usually is pretty good, honestly. The audio was not the internet's problem. The audio was I did not have a setting correctly. That was my fault.
All right.
I wasn't mute, but I had the wrong microphone selected.
Yeah.
You know, you never know how this stuff's going to go. Maybe they will read. There is no audio. I did eventually do that. Let me see if I can get past all the there's no sounds here. But still joined. Thanks.
Well, been a member for 5 months, so thank you. There is no sound. Yes.
Thank you. You're the best.
You. So anyway, so now we're going to be on the cruise ship for 3 sea days going back to Miami. So that's what we'll be doing for the next 3 days. And what do you do on a cruise ship for 3 days? Well, I will probably be going to the gym. I will be probably going to the walking track. I've done the walking track. There's a pickleball court, and they even have some paddles up there. So Christopher and I went up there one day and kind of knocked it around. And then another couple said, "Hey, do you guys want to play?" And I said, "Oh no, we're really beginners." And he said, "Well, I was a beginner once." And Christopher like turned and walked out of the out of the thing. So maybe we'll play a little bit more on that. But they do have like some games and trivia and I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Hello?
I'm just scrolling away here.
Hello.
There's 1 million things in here. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah.
No, it probably won't be. It wasn't. Yeah, I think
where it started.
Yeah, I can actually edit out the did at the beginning. Fortunately, it doesn't let you do a lot of editing.
Oh, so if you watched our last live, was it on the last live where I was talking about I got the bottle of champagne delivered to the room?
No.
Was I talking about that on the last live?
I think you were complaining about it in the weigh-in. Or no, I don't know what you were complaining about.
Oh, in the weekly weigh-in. Anyway, so when you on Carnival Cruise, you can have bottles of water paid for in advance and delivered to your room. So I'll show you what I have.
So Jay Mormon, we're reading the comments is what we're doing.
So I got was it 6 of these delivered to my room? So this is 8. So this is 50 ounces. I have 2 left. So I've been making some progress there. I brought some of my electrolytes. I add them to my water. So that makes sure I get my water in. Now they have water on the cruise ship, of course, at the buffet. You can fill up, whatever you want with water. But I don't know. I forget, and then I get back to the room, and I need to take my medicine, and I don't have any water, and it's just a problem. So I end up getting these big bottles of water. So that's one of my tricks. I also got some Diet Cokes delivered to the room because we didn't get the drink package this time because 9 days, it was just an astronomical price, and we don't drink that much anymore anyway. So I got 6 Diet Cokes delivered to the room, put them in the refrigerator. I also got... it's Christopher's birthday. I said, let me get a bottle of champagne. Right?
I don't care about champagne.
Well, I like champagne. So they had online, they had a bunch of different bottles of wine and champagne you could pre-order, and they'd put it in your room. So I picked out a champagne, clicked on it, bought it. Okay. We get to the room and it's in here, but instead of like a full-size bottle, it's like one of those small bottles. Like a 2-serving little tiny bottle. And I said, well, this can't be right. And so I went to the desk and I talked to the guy, and I'm like, and I looked on the internet. It didn't specify the ounces, and nothing specified anywhere. And I'm like, you know what? If this is what I paid for this tiny bottle, then can I just have my money back? Or surely this is a mistake. And turns out, no, it wasn't a mistake. That was how much it cost. So they just refunded me the money. So I did check my credit card statement, and I did get the refund. So if you've been following that saga, and that was the first time I'd ever bought like any kind of wine or anything pre-bought like that. I have pre-bought the
Thank you, Kate,
water
for the memberships. So everybody,
Oh, thanks,
10 people
Kate.
got free memberships, and there's one from Becky as well. Thank you guys. And thank you, Michelle, for saying, "Hey, we can't hear you," and for Goody Doris for saying, "Hey, we can't hear you." You guys are the best.
Thanks, guys.
Even when things are blowing up around me, it's all good.
And a lot of people on a cruise ship will bring, their own like Yeti water bottles or their Stanley water bottles. My suitcase was right at 50 pounds. And so I was trying to lighten it up. So I did bring I'll show you what I brought. I brought this from home. So this is a water bottle I had from home, and I put, the Downsized sticker on it. So, maybe Christopher was wearing his Downsized hat, and somebody, what was that lady that said, it was on the sailboat? I don't know. She said, "Oh, what's Downsized mean? Is that because you're downsizing all your stuff?" And I said, "No, it's our YouTube channel." And she kind of went, "Oh." And then somebody said, "Well, what's it about?" And I said, "GLP-1 weight loss." Blank. I'm like, okay, this is not the crowd for that. The crowd on this ship is a little bit older.
Draft horse.
How do you get involved in GLP-1 trials? One way or another, I'm going to get this weight loss drug, LOL.
And then I think you said I looked in your website. It's not on our website. I have the links. If you give me, I don't remember them off the top of my head. There's a couple of federal databases you can go sign up for them. I don't remember them off the top of my head. But if you give me till tomorrow, I'll go put them on the website.
All right, cool. Sometimes I see them on Facebook. I'm on Facebook a lot. Sometimes.
Yeah, there's a couple of federal websites that list all of the
way
trials.
To best film Laraine. I know, Anthony. It was diabolical. Ken Roberts says, "I've got some
NAD.
NAD Plus from Mochi arriving any moment now. I can't read this. I've taken it before from other providers. It's important in energy production, ADP, and diminishes with age. It's popular anti-aging therapy." Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was like anti-aging or something for muscle, so it's anti-aging. I don't know. If it works, so let me know. Somebody thinks it does. To be fair, Christopher was also filmed with his vest on.
Yeah,
yes, but he wasn't wearing a red bikini that he didn't want to be photographed in. So yeah, one of my, I guess, non-scale victories is I have this 2-piece red bathing suit, and you can see me in it on the community page where Christopher filmed me, where I'm yelling, "Do not film me."
Well, you can't hear it because I put music there.
No, I know, but I know what I was saying, right?
You looked fabulous. Come on.
So yeah. Anyway, yes, Christopher was also filmed with his vest on. Hey, cruisers. Becky Clark says, "My husband and I are going to Alaska next year, so that will give me more motivation to lose and be able to enjoy our trip." Yes. Okay. We want to go to Alaska too. We were just talking about that today. That's probably we're probably going to do that in 2026. I hope sometime.
It's pretty far down my list, but I would be happy to go.
I also would really like to do a Mediterranean cruise, but that's a little bit more complicated. So,
do you think? I think it's about the same. I can probably get to the Mediterranean easier than Alaska. It's not cold.
Don't think the flight to Vancouver would be cheaper than a flight to Italy or wherever those leave out. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Alaska, everybody says it's beautiful and there's so much to do, and you do all, see the glaciers and all that stuff. So, yeah. Today is my 7-month anniversary on Zepbound. Wahoo! Life-changing. Thanks, Michelle. I did an interview with Michelle. You guys can go check it out. And is there a shrimp cocktail on the cruise? There is, Anthony. I had it actually one of the first couple of nights. Usually they have it as it's an appetizer, and it's just straight protein. So you get some good protein in there right off the bat. Christopher does not like a shrimp cocktail because he would rather have things that are cooked.
Well, shrimp, I don't mind. I will eat it. It's just not what I would pick the first time.
He just never picks that. I pick that sometimes.
We are on the Carnival Conquest, which is a Conquest class ship. If you've ever sailed Carnival Liberty or I think Carnival Freedom or this class ship, this is an old ship. This is a almost 25-year-old ship, and it looks every day of 25 years old.
She's older.
She's going in dry dock.
She's been through it.
Needs stripped down to the rafters. It's rough.
There's a little rust here and there. The decor is
hideous. This is the ugliest ship I've ever seen.
It's inspired by Impressionist painters. Yes. Oh, our laundry's here. Okay, coming.
Let's see.
That was so fast. I thought it would
we
be
are. It's
some days. All right, thank you.
I think we talked about it in the way-in. This cruise was
Awesome.
actually
Thank you, Erin. Bye.
Making all kinds of noise. Craziness. It was actually a gambler's cruise, and we're not gamblers at all. We might gamble.
Laundry.
We might gamble, I don't know, $20 here or there, which meant we got a 9-night cruise for about $500 a person. So it was super cheap. So it is what it is.
So with this 9-night cruise, we are now.
Please, not the story about the
platinum.
champagne again.
Oh, sorry. But I got my money back. You guys didn't know the update. Okay, anyway, so now we're platinum with Carnival. And when you're platinum, you get free laundry. So we sent off some laundry today, and it just came back. So woohoo!
Like that Virgin Voyage just keeps crafting. We haven't sailed Virgin, but we would like to. Yeah, we would like to for sure.
Do Virgin. I can't read that. Where'd my glasses go?
Hard to say.
Read it.
Michelle says, I was so worried when I started, or I should say before I started. Okay. Losing it, Grays. What's your recommended GLP-1 friendly alcoholic drink? Everybody's different, and it's going to be honestly, it's going to depend on what you're reacting to at any given time.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I used to. You have
sugary kind of, so I like a mojito a lot because it's very crisp and clean and there's not a lot of sugar in it. There is a little, but it's not like your frozen daiquiri kind of acidy thing. And I also like a Moscow Mule, but if you want the whole frozen thing, I don't do those.
Yeah, I do like a glass of Prosecco. It's about 100 calories, and you can kind of factor that in. I try to stay away from the frozen drinks, the pina coladas and the frozen margaritas and that kind of stuff, because those are just big calorie bombs. I think there's like 500 or 600 calories in one of those, and I'd rather eat pizza than I'd rather chew my calories. So I stick to that, or I have been drinking Cosmos lately because it's just it's just vodka, and I don't even know what's in it. Cranberry. Anyway, I don't know if that's the most GLP-1 friendly, but that's what we do. Silverhair73 says, "Hey y'all from Virginia Beach. Hubby and I leave for our first Royal Cruise, Allure of the Seas.
That's
in
a nice
February.
ship.
We can't wait. We've only cruised on Carnival. So you're in for a treat. I mean,
depending on what ship you
like
sailed
Carnival,
on,
but
yeah,
it is kind of more budget oriented than some of the other cruise lines. But we don't mind a budget. You already.
That's the same comment. Okay, hold on.
I got to remember to bring my shot. Yeah. So I put a Post-it note on my door so we would not go out of the house without it. Hi, Durhams. Hi, DJ Flats 58. Hello. I want to go to Alaska as well. Yeah. So it's on the list, right? Holly Hill, you look fabulous. Fondly remembering my scuba diving adventures of my youth. Yeah, it was a little scary, but it was really cool to be down there. Celebrate those victories. You look great. Thanks, Sweet B 95. Draft horse lover. Thank you. By the way, my name is Marcy.
Hello,
hey,
Marcy.
Why did you put glasses on your dog?
It might be goggles.
Are they goggles?
Maybe.
Why is the dog wearing goggles?
Eye protection, of course.
Where's that fabulous bikini from? Well, Journey of Life. I got it on Amazon. And somebody asked where it was from on the community page on one of those comments. So I put it in the Amazon store under the cruise supplies. So if you go to our Downsized Amazon store, you can go to our website at thedownsized.org, click on the Amazon store, and it should be in there. I did Mediterranean. It was great. Oh, did you, Michelle? Yeah. Well, I want to do that. Have you considered doing a river cruise?
Sure, we haven't, but we definitely would. Honestly, we'll be in Amsterdam. I go to Amsterdam every year for business, and a lot of river cruises go out of there. So it's very possible.
I mean, river cruises are a little more expensive, a little slower paced, a little older people. But yeah, I'd do it.
Let's see. I follow another GLP-1 YouTuber that just started NAD as well. As a coworker started it. They say it was giving them improved energy. Okay, I don't know.
I mean, I think my energy is pretty good.
No
Our
gi.
holidays are usually in a tent. Okay, we have a fun time, and we tent camped. We had a small camper.
And we had a bigger camper.
And then we had in 2020 when COVID hit, we got a bigger camper. We did a lot of camping, and I actually had a lot of fun. When our kids got to be teenagers, they declared that they were not camping. They were no longer camping, and so that kind of was the end of that. But we did enjoy camping for a long time. About that stall I was on for the last few weeks, finally got that. 275 and at 270 now. Okay, way to go, DJ. How did you break the stall? Did you just keep going? Because sometimes you just gotta keep going. Some people to break a stall maybe change your injection site, so you can go stomach, back of arm, or top of thigh. Try things like that. This is the ugliest ship I've ever seen. CD, and someone knocks on the door. Diabolical. If you followed us, you know he doesn't mince words, right? Every time we get in the elevator, every single time, he's like, "This is the ugliest blanket elevator."
The elevators look haunted because it's like this
mansion.
weird French. Like if you've ever ridden the elevators at Disney World in the Tower of Terror, that's what these look like. Mm-hmm. They're terrifying. And that was our steward, because we just became platinum on Carnival, which is a whole other conversation. Basically, number of nights sailed. We've done a lot. You get free laundry.
I think I explained that when they knocked on the door. Also, on this cruise ship, people like to hide ducks. I've found some ducks. This is a gambler's cruise, so one of the little ducks has a little dice. This one came apart. Also, I found this. It says, "You're ducking gorgeous." Isn't that cute? Like, people make all kinds of crazy stuff.
Lucian Grace says, "I've been on Conquest. I agree. Dated. Did you guys meet Brian Christopher?" I don't know who that is.
From BC Slots.
Y'all got to try Mardi Gras. We have been on Mardi Gras. It's a very nice ship. Or Celebration. It's the same class of ship. Brand spanking new. Also, did you visit Celebration Key? No. This cruise only goes to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao.
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of reviews on Celebration Key. Some people love it, and some people think it's the worst thing ever. So, as with anything, right? So, but maybe we'll go there at some point. Nuggie says 63 pounds down, not too far to go. Now until my goal weight. Very excited. Don't actually feel fat now. Well, good for you. feeling better is half the battle, right? So, good for you. 63 pounds is a lot. What is he drinking something there? Is he blowing up a balloon? What's he doing?
I'm just saying.
Can't see. Lucky that I'm almost there. I'm in the UK and prices have gone up a ton.
Yeah, we have been reporting on that. I know it's a hot mess over there.
We heard that. We're
sorry about
that. It's terrible.
What is this?
I had 4 beers the other evening, DJ Flat says, while grilling up some chicken. Budweiser Select 55, 2.4% alcohol and 55 calories per beer. Almost like drinking water. Yeah, I guess if you're, if you like beer and that's a good, replacement, then, sure, why not? I guess you'd have to drink like 4 to equal like 2 light beers, maybe. Hi, Durham's Nurse Tara. I recently found your channel and have been binge watching your content. First time catching a
So
live.
talking to Nurse Tara seems like a good time to say we're not doctors.
Oh, right.
Make sure you talk to your doctor.
Yeah, we're not doctors. We're just 2 people that live in North Carolina, and we've lost weight with these medications.
And we're on a cruise in the middle of the ocean, so the internet kind of sucks. We apologize. Do the best we can. We do this every week, come rain or shine. So here we are. Question about taking GLP-1 on Ozempic for 11 months, lost 22 pounds, but it stalled. It was covered by insurance, now paying $500 a month for Zepbound, and this is my second week, lost 2 pounds. Is this normal? I'm not sure which. So you lost 2 pounds, so you lost 1 pound per week. So the average weight loss is 0.5 to 2 pounds per week. So you are right on track. Just keep taking your shot.
Yeah. So Zepbound.
You must be on the vial, so it's $4.99 is probably what it is.
Probably on the vial. Compounded tirzepatide you can get through Mochi for $1.99 a month plus a $79 membership fee. I'm just throwing that out there so people know that is an option. But yeah, and if you go online and get an Eli Lilly manufacturer's coupon, you can get, if you have commercial insurance but it doesn't cover weight loss medication, you can use their manufacturer coupon and it'll bring it down to $650 a month for the injector pens, which is still really expensive, but it's not $1,000.
Steelers football says, sorry if you already answered. How did you keep your shot? Why don't you grab the thing out of the refrigerator?
All right.
Your shot refrigerated during travel. Also, do you have problems going through with pens? So going through with pens, you would be shocked how many people go through with different kinds of shots, whether it be an EpiPen, insulin pen, GLP-1s, what have you. There's a number of different, they don't care. Honestly, they didn't even open my bag. It just went right through the thing this time.
Sometimes they
so here's the case that we have. It's got the 2 vials in it.
Can't see it.
Let me hide this. It's got the 2 vials in it, you can see, and it's got a little piece that goes in the freezer that freezes. Now here on the ship, we actually have a refrigerator. So once we get here, we just put it in, and then you can carry some needles. We have another one that's better for pens. So it just depends on what you're using. There's a lot of options for these online, including ones you can charge. We don't have the chargeable one, but they're very cool.
So we just go from our refrigerator into this case, and then when we get to where we're going, we just put the whole thing in the refrigerator. Now, once your medication comes out of the refrigerator and comes up to room temperature, you should use it within 28 days. And once it comes up to room temperature, there's no need to put it back into the refrigerator because the cat's out of the bag or whatever. Like, it's not going to make a difference at that point. It should be used within 21 days or 28 days. Also, you don't want your medication to go above 80 degrees. So if you're outside or somewhere, like
leave it in your car kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't want it to go above 80 degrees. But if it's at room temperature, it can be at room temperature for 28 days. Good to know.
But yeah, I mean, I have traveled with pens. I have traveled with vials and needles. Only one time did I ever get anybody say anything to me. The guy kind of looked through it was a random search in my backpack that I carry on, and he pulls it out and he goes, "Oh, nice case." Stuck it back in. He didn't care. Not even a little bit.
This is DJ who broke a stall. Only changes made was raise my daily intake by 200 calories and added a little fat. Stayed with the high protein, water, and greens. Went back to splitting body parts instead of full body each workout. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Splitting, so like you had a leg day, or you had an arm day, or you had like a, okay. That's an interesting, your calories, and you added a little fat. People who have been watching me for a while say I have eat a cheeseburger theory. So if you're in a stall, go eat a high calorie meal, not just one, and see if that doesn't get things moving. Because sometimes your body needs more calories. It needs some fat. So glad that worked for you.
Let's see here. Let me get back to where I was. Sorry. One moment, folks. We'll get there.
The Pug Daddy 21. I tried everything and lost all the weight various times. Optifast 3 times. Fin in the early 2000s. Even something called Olestat. Yeah, that had a real bad exit food out of your body thing, didn't it? The Olestat stuff had me. Wow. Yeah, that was. I remember that. My friend did that, and it was like an oily, gross. Yeah. Optifast. I had friends that did Optifast, Fin. I mean, we've tried everything, right? So these GLP-1s are hopefully the last thing we will ever need to try because they work. Virginia
Olson.
Okay, this. All right. Well, welcome, Virginia. It's nice to have you here. And recumbent bikes. I see people on the gym loving those recumbent bikes.
Timothy Wilson says, I feel like I'm part of the 10% of my shot not working, struggling after 6 weeks of no loss at 10 milligrams.
How'd you get to 10 milligrams?
So you must have had loss before, right? So talk. You got to give us a little more detail on that. What I would tell you, well, give us more detail. Height, weight, how long were you on your shots? Have you lost any weight? Tell us more. The other thing that I would say is I did an interview with a guy by the name of Jamie Seltzler, who started out at, do we remember?
620 pounds.
40 maybe.
Over 600.
Right. And he didn't lose any weight the first 3 months. 0 pounds the first 3 months. The most positive, intelligent, just perspective on all of this. And, I mean, I've lost 100 pounds, Lane's lost 50 pounds, but this man has lost 350 pounds. And he's still going. Mm-hmm. So go watch the interview because he's a fascinating guy. But tell us more, Timothy.
Well, and when you have to remember that the average weight loss on these medications is a half a pound at the low end, up to 2 pounds a week on the high end. So anywhere between a half a pound and 2 pounds a week is average. So you could go a little lower than that. You could be a little higher than that. You really just have to keep going. You need to look at, are you eating enough calories? Are you eating enough protein? Are you... And
some people, it just takes a higher dose. I mean, but tell us more. I mean, because I wouldn't assume you're doing anything wrong, but give us more information. We'll see what we can...
Nurse Tara says, I appreciate you guys coming live from a cruise ship, so no worries. I recently signed up with Mochi and had my appointment on Monday with the nurse practitioner. My meds will be here tomorrow. Fast turnaround. Well, I'm glad that's working for you. That's good to hear. Trina Maya, you guys are so dedicated live streaming from the cruise. Thank you for everything you do and for the difference you make for all of us. Well, we appreciate you guys for watching. Like we started this channel in March of last year, and we've just really been so happy with the reception that we've received, with the viewers, with the people who have subscribed and who have liked and who comment. And so we really, really appreciate that. And, I feel like I could talk about weight loss every day from now to forever because I've been trying to lose weight since about the age of 10 years old. So, and I know a lot of you out there like me have had a lifelong struggle. So, welcome. And we enjoy it.
Steelers. Guess if I can get it.
Steelers football. My problem is Medicare is you cannot use coupons. Advice. I paid $25. Where did that go away?
I don't know. Magic.
I pay $25, but we'll pay close to $1,000 when I go on.
Well, Medicare. So there's a couple of things going on there. If you want to stay on the branded, so on the tirzepatide side, so Zepbound, Mounjaro, of course, as of right now, Medicare does not allow you to use any coupons or anything. That's part of the reason we're pushing the Treat, Reduce, Obesity Act. And so there's a whole video Laraine did on that. Go check it out. Send a note to your congressperson. The way Lilly has structured their cash pay program, though, if you want to get Zepbound vials that are basically $4.99, the low dose for starting dose is a little bit cheaper. It is a true cash pay price, so it is not a coupon. So you can actually buy them for $4.99 a dose. The a month. The Wegovy Ozempic is a coupon, so Medicare are not eligible for that. Or you could go the compounded route, as Laraine said.
I would suggest looking at the compounded route because you can get compounded tirzepatide for $199 a month from Mochi, and you get compounded semaglutide for $99 a month from Mochi. Mochi also charges a $79 a month membership fee. There's no reason for you to pay $1,000 a month, right? But going from that 25 to higher price is like, it's annoying, right? Frankly, Michelle says, so when I travel, I take my meds in a travel case, but I keep it at room temperature at the hotel since I don't trust the fridge. Why don't you trust the fridge? Is there a benefit to keeping it cold only when travel and only a week? Well, are you taking the whole vial, Michelle? Are you taking like the Zepbound shot? Like if you take one pen, like no big deal, right? But so you might have some left in your vial after your trip and you might come home with it. So keeping it cold just helps it stay better.
Honestly, I keep
longer.
it in this case in the fridge. That way, if the fridge is too cold, this protects it a little bit, right? So,
well, kind of, but
anyway. Anthony
really
says,
just don't want it to get above 80 degrees.
Since you're both on maintenance, how much weight outside of your goal range do you think it takes to notice a change in appearance if you didn't weigh yourselves every day over or under?
That's a good question.
I don't know about noticing. That's a good question. I mean, basically, my goal is to be within 3 pounds up or down on any given day. I weigh every day, so there's no... I can tell you, I went from 286 to basically 185 is my center point. And
I'd say 5 pounds.
And now the pants that I wear, I can tell because I wear a 32-inch waist from a 44-inch waist at the highest. So I can tell if I've gained a couple of pounds in my waist size. They still fit, but they're a little more snug. I can't look at myself and tell the 3-pound difference.
So my weight, my normal weight's like 143, right? I went from 193 to 143. 143 is where I want to at least be that or a pound or two lower. So a few months ago, I had lost down to 138, and like my clothes were kind of just falling off of me, and I didn't really mean to lose down, and then I went back up. So now I'm like right at 143. But I think if a 5-pound difference, you're going to feel a difference in your clothes. Nurse Tara says, I started Zepbound on June 9th, stayed on 2.5 milligrams and lost 26 pounds. I noticed I wasn't losing the last 2 weeks. I just took my first 5 milligram shot on one day. I feel good about it. Yeah. If you stop losing, that could be a sign that you need to move up in medication. So definitely talk to your doctor.
So hold on. What's your take on the Lily Mochi court date tomorrow? I would still like to try Mochi, but still hesitant. So I will actually be live with Lee Fitz and the attorney and with Sabina on TikTok tomorrow at 1 Eastern Standard Time. I got so much stuff to work, but I'll be live. I'll be live with them, and then Then I'll read. The hearing that is going to happen tomorrow is the hearing that addresses Mochi's assertion back to the court that Lily does not have standing to enforce says in the case Lily asserted Mochi and a lot of medicine and basic for the corporate practice Mochi's assertion can only be regulated by done.
Anything's going to happen.
I don't think anything's going
dragging on for years. Like by the time these lawsuits resolve with Eli Lilly suing every compounder in America, like we'll have other forms of medication by then, and no one will care.
No, I'll tell you, Lee, who is an actual trial attorney. I am not an attorney, just like I'm not a doctor, and I have chatted about it extensively. He thinks they have a case. He thinks they might get Lilly's.
Who has a case?
That Mochi has a case to get Lilly's case kicked out. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to be live and talk about it tomorrow.
What time's the hearing?
Well, Sabina is actually going to the hearing, so I guess it's at like 10 o'clock in the morning or something. California time, right? Or no, I don't know. But she's going to she's going to be on with us after the hearing.
Okay.